Oh my goodness. It's so weird. I don't understand it. It's got like peppermints, the jiggle. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that I can buy and flip for a profit. I'm the Crazy Wife Lady and welcome to my channel. Today we are back at the Goodwill, and it is the Goodwill that is local to me. It is the Goodwill of Lemoyne, and we're going to head in today and see what we can find that we can buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. Well, you can usually tell how busy they are by how many carts are available. This is usually full, so there's a lot of cars in the parking lot, and there's a lot of carts missing, so there might be a lot of people here today. All right, well, it hasn't been very long since we were here the last time, but since they restock every day, I feel like we could still find some treasures on the shelves. Looks like there's a glass bowl back here. I lied, it's plastic. That's kind of a neat decorative piece. I could see that out on a picnic table with some napkins and flatware in it. $1.99, what is this marked? Germany. Not really sure what that's supposed to be though. I know it's a serving tray, but a lot of you had pointed this out in the comments of my video the other day. I think that this is for pet ashes. Maybe. Don't know what's in there, but it's taped shut. Here we have a pineapple on the shelf. I'll never forget the one time I found like a fake cake. It was like a bakery display here. It sold for like 40 bucks. I didn't realize that those things had any sort of value, but apparently they do. Kind of a neat console bowl. We might pull that out for $2.99. See what else is in here. Doesn't look like a whole lot. We've got some pink depression glass, but I don't really do much with that. We have a few fishing weights here. I think these are primarily decorative, but we just sold a set of these fishing weights, and they sold for really good money. I think people use them for decor, so I think we'll grab these off the shelf. Look how pretty they look in that bowl. I was walking past Christmas and I noticed this. That's kind of a neat brass candlestick holder. It's $1.99 and it is a snake. I wish we could find the matchy match for it, but I don't know. It just seems out of place in Christmas to begin with. We will look. Two little candlestick holders here. Okay, they would go well with the Spode stuff, though I don't believe they're Spode. Social expressions. I know it's $1.99. Here's some vintage Christmas ribbon. I wonder how much is actually on there. I mean, I'm tempted to open it and see. There could just be like one row, but actually, you know what? It looks like there's a few rows there. So maybe we'll grab this and put this away until next Christmas. Everybody loves vintage Christmas ribbon. Candlestick holder. Well, actually, it's a votive holder. Here's some more vintage ribbon. It's a floral pattern. Jenny. 25 yards. I've never bought and sold ribbon before, but I mean, it's worth a try. It does appear to be vintage. It's $2.99. I'm sure we can make some money on that. And more up here. A Lion product, homespun. I don't really like that pattern as much. But I have to remind myself, you know what? It may not be my personal taste, but somebody might like this. So we're going to buy it anyway for $2.99. I thought at first that this was a mixing bowl, but it appears to be a mold. It's got like a little plug in there. So it's probably a more contemporary piece. It's $3.99. It's got the acorn there at the bottom. I've sold the vintage ones, the older molds, but I'm just not sure about the modern ones, so I guess we're going to leave that behind. Decided to venture into the white section. Occasionally I will find stuff here in this section, and a lot of the times it's overlooked. My mom's old pattern, all of her plates were this pattern, and then she donated them to the Goodwill. This is a pretty candlestick. It does have a made in China sticker on the bottom, but it also says hand painted by something and Lewis. So I'm not sure if that's like a name brand or whatever. You know what I'm thinking. It reminds me of Mackenzie Childs, but obviously the colors are a little bit too dark. I find that she tends to do the more pastel colors. Although, you know what, I take that back. We did have a piece that had this dark teal, but this is not her. This is something else entirely. And who knows, maybe someone just stuffed that Made in China sticker in there and it's not made in China. For $2.99, just based on the fact that it's a candlestick, I would say probably I could get like 15 to 20 bucks for it. If it's something even more special, if that name means something, we're looking at more than that. So we'll stick it in there. So here we are in Christmas. What in the world is that thing? Oh my goodness. It's so weird. I don't understand it. It's got like peppermints that jiggle. $14.99. That kind of looks like a Big Lot sticker. It looks like they have $9.99 on it. It's the Goodwill price. So even though it is a really cool, unique piece, it's kind of heavy weighted. It wants to tip over. I'm not sure I could pay $9.99 for it if the original price was $14.99. I'm going to look through the Christmas here and try to find another one of those snake pieces, but I've pretty much given up on that because I don't think we're going to find another one. Here's a Santa with a little bottle brush tree. Oh, I guess he lights up. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? It's made of resin. It's $1.99. This kind of reminds me of something I would see at Target. Target is now coming out with all of these like vintage remakes. Like they have the ceramic trees and they have the bottle brush stuff. Kind of a neat cut glass piece. $1.99 on that. Likely a candle votive. Looks like the dinosaur head is still here. Cookies for Santa. Lifestyle made in China. Here's a bank. The text here caught my eye because it reminded me of the vintage dental paste little jars that Andrew had in our booth at Carnival Antique Mall. It's similar text there, but you can see here this is actually non-functional replica. So it's probably a replica of an old apothecary piece, improved inhaler. So, oh goodness, I love replicas. This is a pretty dish down here. Grace's Pantry. I wonder if this is like Grace China, because last year when we bought all of that Easter stuff at that one Goodwill, one of the markings on there was Grace Porcelain, I think it was, and this kind of reminds me of that. It even has a bunny theme. This might be a good Easter piece for only $2.99. I would expect 15 to like 24 bucks for that. There's a pair of candlesticks lurking on the end cap. Those are simple. Pottery, $1.99. We'll grab those for $1.99 each. Oops, maybe. This is a great vintage piece with those flowers there. I can't remember if that's Lily of the Valley or not. Let's see what that says. There's no markings on the bottom. Oh, BL. There you go. Now the bottom is flat, so I would assume that this is for a vanity. It's not for kitchen use. That is my assumption based on completely flat bottom. So it's $3.99. BL in size. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that mark before. It is a transfer, so it's not hand painted. This edging might be hand painted. That looks kind of hand painted, but that's a pretty tray. We'll stick that in here, maybe, now that we're doing the buy it nows. I mean, I think I could probably get $35 to $45 for that. Just gotta wait around for the right buyer to come along. Ooh, making me nervous in that cart. I gotta rearrange a little bit. Notice this little glass dish. It's $1.99. It does appear to be reverse painted, so the glass isn't actually blue. The glass is clear, and they painted the back to make it kind of look like it was blue glass. That's kind of a neat mug over there. I feel like we should probably reach for it and check it out. Are you ready? There we go. It's got birds on it. The front is blank. Oh, you know what? I think it's chalk paint. So you could write your mood for the day. I love the bird design. I think it's a hobbyist piece. I kind of wish it didn't have that chalkboard on the front. I don't know. I guess it is kind of unique. Give everyone fair warning when you wake up. I'm in a bad mood today. Don't bother me until after my coffee. It's a shame that this is broken. I don't think it was broken the other day, and I kind of glanced at it. Pieces like this Andrew usually picks up for a few bucks, and he takes them to coin shows because the coin guys love these kind of paperweights and all sorts of things. There's a pretty good market for them at the shows, but unfortunately this one is broken. It's only $3. I should have picked it up the other day. I don't know what I was thinking. I always thought these were super cute. I had one of these when Ashton was a baby. It's like a little drying rack. There's a tray with bamboo. I forget who makes this one. Everlast. Yeah. They have some resale value, but not a whole lot. I prefer the one to August Forge, but I rarely come across it here in the Goodwills. Occasionally I will. Alright, so let's head over. I think there's like 2 more rows at the very end I haven't looked at yet. Here is a Carnival Glass bowl. It's marigold. I feel like it's more, I mean it is vintage, but probably more contemporary. When I'm buying Carnival Glass, I like to see like a real heavy iridescence on them. And that one doesn't really have a heavy iridescence. These are really neat, aren't they? Are they Japan? They're lacquer. A lot of the times they'll have a made in Japan sticker on the bottom. I know one says $3.99. Are they all $3.99? Oh, it must be $3.99 for the entire set. I like those. They're fun and vintage. They are lacquer. I don't know what they're made. They might be made out of like a plastic. But we'll take those with us. And then back here, I was checking this out as I was looking at those. That's just kind of a fun piece with the roosters on it. Again, you know, it's not really my taste, but I'm sure somebody would like that. It's very lightweight though, and it does have that sticker there on the bottom. I think I'm going to pass on that. Somebody will come shopping here at Goodwill and fall in love with it, I'm sure. This ice bucket has a sticker on it. Fine lead crystal, St. George crystal. It's not really something I'm familiar with. It is very heavyweight. I mean, you can tell it's crystal. If it said Waterford, I'd definitely take it with me, but since I'm not familiar with that, I'm going to leave that behind. Green Mountain Coffee, nice heavy restaurant wear mug. Photograph. This is a really neat set down here on the bottom shelf. I mean, that is like real big. It's $12.99. It's got pansies on it. I really love this old wash stand set, but I mean, it would be a booth piece, and I feel like this is one that would probably sit a while. I find that they're hard to move. I don't know if anyone else maybe has a similar experience, but we have a beautiful Art Deco one sitting in our booth at the Antique Mall right now. It's reasonably priced. I don't think it's overpriced, but it just sits. It's such a shame. They are beautiful pieces. I just realized that this is matchy-matchy with that pansy set. So I feel like maybe we should put them together so when somebody finds the one, they'll find the other. Here we go. Looks like the restaurant wear is still here from the other day. Buffalo China. They're like $2.99. I think I put what they were worth in my recent video. Usually $7 to $10. Noticing this bisque plate in the back. Christmas 1985. It is an Avon collector's plate for $4.99. Here are some Kentucky Derby cups from 2008. I might look up comps on those. Not really sure. Some of the horse racing stuff can sell pretty decent. So it's 2008 though. I feel like if it was older, it could do better. But it's worth looking up. So I'm going to stick it in here and I'm going to pause for a minute and check if I can find any comps. Well, it looks here like one sold for $9, but that was with free shipping. So I don't think it's really worth it. And we will put them back. I'm going to check out the purses real quick. I don't have a whole lot of time left before I have to run and get the kids. So we're going to have to maybe cut this a little short. This one looks interesting, but just by the feel of it, I can tell it's very cheap. Yeah. So we'll leave that one behind. Looks like there is one in the back with a fun pattern. Got owls on it. What is that? Lily Bloom. Let's pull that out and check it out. It's also very lightweight. Looks like they've got $9.99 on that though. I guess you know what? We'll look it up. Alright, so here you go. Here are some comps on that Lily Bloom. These are sold. You can see right there it says sold. So that means that these are items that have sold, and this is, you know, a general price of what these things sell for. This one looks very similar. It has different straps though. That one sold for $35. And it looks like she does a lot with owls. I had never heard of her before, but sure enough, most of her pieces have owls. This one sold for $20. That one matches. So unfortunately, they're asking $10, and I'm just not really sure that's worth it for us. So this was the other purse over there. It also has owls on it, but it has no branding on it. I did look through all of the pockets. I couldn't find any branding, but it's, you know, it's a pretty decent fabric. It's got foxes and bears and all sorts of woodland creatures. I really like that purse. And I figured if I liked it, someone else will like it too. And this one is $6.99. So we are going to, we're going to buy that one. Alright, so this is really the last aisle that I wanted to look through. Oh my gosh, did you see that hurricane lamp? Hang on. Over here, we have a beautiful vintage Gone with the Wind lamp. Look at the globe on that thing. I'd say this is probably 1970s. It's got the globe and everything. I don't actually see a price on. Oh, it's all the way up at the top. You know what? I feel like that's worth. Oh, it's $20. It's $20 on this Gone with the Wind lamp. I actually had one in one of our booths, and it sat and it didn't sell. I think it was like $65. So they're just really tough. I remember there was a day when I was brave enough to ship these, but that day is long gone. Over here, this one looks like a Quaisel. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. It's got kind of this lustery finish. I'm not sure what this pattern is called. I know they have Abigail Adams is one of their patterns, and I remember the shades for those selling really well, but I'm not familiar with this pattern. I'd say that's probably also 1970s. And I'm too scared to pull it down, and I think the sticker is on the top. This is kind of a nice bowl. It's got a little bit of a buoy there. It's very high gloss. Turn it over and it says Maggie on the back. I don't know if that's who made it, but it's only $2.99. I feel like this is 25 to 35 bucks as a buy it now. I think if I listed it at auction, it probably wouldn't perform as well because I find that people are less willing to bid on items with high shipping cost, and because of the size of this and our shipping being calculated, if you live on the West Coast, it would probably be a little pricey. So that would probably be a buy it now piece. But we are going to head up to the checkout now. Well, our total spend here at Goodwill today was $46. And I feel like we're going to do quite all right on what we got. I was pretty excited about that brass candlestick. I know it's nothing amazing, but it was pretty cool to find. So I'm going to get out of here now, and I'm going to go pick up the kids from school and get them home. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see all of you tomorrow. So long. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.